O'Neal gets the offensive rebound, and his follow-up gives the Lakers the lead.
Well, in Houston, we have one of the best clocks. Clear out.
Shaq up and under, beats Olajuwon to the hoop to tie the game or give the Lakers a 4-0 lead.
Well, you can see Olajuwon and the Lakers are trapping early. The clock is down here.
Here's Barkley for 3, and he's got it. Charles Barkley coming in for the game, hitting skin. Jones to Shaq with 3 on the shot clock. Shaq over Willis, and it drops for him. So 8 points for Shaquille O'Neal in a 10th work around Maloney.
Look at this move.
And the baby. Talk about elevation. Shaquille O'Neal at 7-1 now has scored 10 of the 12 points for the Lakers, and a timeout called by Houston.
Now, I'm telling you, this is a definite highlight move. This is 18 feet away from the basket. Do it, big fella.
Is his name Matt?
Magnificent.
Here's Clyde Drexler with his first shot of the game. Barkley goes up and keeps it alive. He timed that perfectly to go in the first quarter. And again, they go to O'Neal against Willis, and O'Neal now with 12 points on 5 for 6 shooting. From Penn, remember, they're down with a backup point guard. Shaq gets the basket and the foul. Look at that, the way he can run the floor at that side.
They love it, and that's one.
15 to 14. That foul was on Kevin Willis, his first. Barkley gets 3, missed assignment inside, and Charles now with 7. His turnaround over Barkley doesn't drop. Hustle. There's Shaq, puts it in easily. Shaq now with 16 points here in the first quarter.
Eddie Jones kept that one alive, allowing Shaq to make the catch in traffic.
The Lakers with a big team out there in both Short, Hooks, and Shaq. And there's Barkley yelling for the foul, not getting respect on that one.
Well, he ran a... This is a playoff game going on right now.
Well, here's Barkley, who's fouled, and it was Charles Barkley who said this is a statement game for either team.
Now, right here, that's the first time that Barkley left this man standing, but Ceballos went for the double team. Now, here's your back door on Rooks. Rooks over the top. You can see he got the hit, and Barkley won.
Scott getting down to Shaq, who has scored 16 points, put on a show in this quarter, working against Willis, hits the jumper, everything working for Shaq, who is 8 for 9 from the field. He doesn't make mistakes out there, and the basket by Willis.
He's very solid.
Coming back, the layup missed and tipped in by Shaq, who has 20 points.
Well, Charles Barkley very discouraged there because there were 4 white shirts with Shaq outside of the 4 people, and Shaq still tips it in.
Shaquille O'Neal, 20 points, 6 rebounds, and playing for the last shot of the quarter. Barkley lays it in with 5.5 showing to bring Houston for number 9. And Emmanuel Davis in at point guard. Hakeem hits. They want to get Olajuwon going down by 7 even. Davis gets it into Olajuwon, up and under. Barkley, the offensive rebound, and reverse layup for Charles, who now has 14 points. He had 5 rebounds.
Now you're going to see it right now. Elton Campbell's got Barkley. Just watch him move him right out of there and get inside. And once he gets inside, there's no one in the league with. It's a great family.
Yes, it is. From Albany State in Georgia. Sam Mack checks in for Houston as Byron Scott hits from downtown. That's Scott's first points of the game. Chalked up his first personal foul on the last play.
Nice.
Tracy Moore from Barkley. So Shaq has 3, stays in the game, feed to Barkley. They've been getting that all night. That was Davis who made the pass.
That's what we said. If you're
and the outlet pass, and now a 2-on-1. Van Exel going in. Has it blocked by Charles Jones.
Oh, yes.
And the crowd on its feet with that great defensive play. Here is Ceballos. He misses it. And Shaq stuffs it through.
Now keep an eye on this. This is a 2-on-1. Now watch Charles Jones come over here. Time it perfectly. Pin it. Remember, he's only 6'9". But now watch Shaq, the big fella, sending this baby down hard.
What a shot for the Rockets. Barkley with a bad pass, another turnover. Here's Ceballos releasing. And he took it by Denzel Washington.
Yeah, you're going to see right here now, the Ceballos just takes off and goes down at the end. Now remember, this is one of the very few times we're talking about him in any
Shaq scored 23. Campbell has it knocked away. That was Barkley with the defensive play. 3-on-3. Barkley goes all the way. Olajuwon follows. Rockets leading by 4 in the first minute of the third quarter. Here's Hakeem following, blocked by Shaq. Loose ball. And the Rockets, with their biggest lead, have scored 7 straight to start this third quarter. Here's Shaq going down as Olajuwon. No foul.
Yeah, technical foul.
Very personal fouls. Charles working his way in with 9 seconds, like the crowd holding his breath to see what he'll do. He passes to Olajuwon, who hits the short fall-away jumper. Hakeem now 4-on-2 for the Lakers. Open is Campbell. Shaq keeps it alive. Working against Barkley. O'Neal again. He's got it. Exel, Byron Scott, and Eddie Jones. The 2 big men are Sabalas and O'Neal. Here is Cedric. Looked like he walked. The ball knocked out of bounds. Last touch by Houston.
Now this strategy by going small, what they're doing here is they're trying to save Elton Campbell and also force Barkley to play Sabalos in the post area. Jersey, and his dad, I played with his dad at Niagara University. His dad was one of the all-time great scorers there out of Philadelphia. His dad died of a heart attack this past year, and he was Matt's biggest fan. And the big thing about Jimmy was the coach at Niagara for 3 years, and then an assistant at Temple for John Casey and John Chaney.
You'll be with Roots at Niagara. It's a battle of attrition as far as foul trouble with these big guys. Barkley fights his way in. Basket counts, and a foul against Sabalas.
Rudy Tomjanovich does not make this game complicated. He's very simple. They brought Olajuwon back. They went right in Olajuwon, milked him, got him his points. Now there's no way Cedric Sabalos can play Barkley down inside, especially if he catches him on his back. And you can see right there, that was just sheer power and a great trying to overly thread the needle.
And Exel trying to work around Maloney. Won't get him in. Great bounce pass inside to Shaq. He now has 32 points. Control, 3:45 to go in the third. Barkley, baseline jumper. Charles Barkley now has 26 on the night.
Mario Ellie and Clyde Drexler are very quiet at the offensive end of the court, and you're still in here 3 down, and Olajuwon's time hardly played it off.
And a steal by Drexler, who's got Maloney. Behind the back pass to Maloney. Got it away by Byron Scott. Landing after over the first throw is Cedric Sabalas, and we hope he's all right. And apparently he is. He leaped over the first row into the aisle and landed on his stomach.
There's your wraparound pass. Now as Maloney comes in here now, watch what happens. Beautiful block.
And then off the glass, it would have been
can make the shot.
Rockets are still cold from the field. Here's Charles Barkley. He hits a 3. Barkley now with 29 points. And Campbell keeps it out to Van Exel.
There it is.
And there is Shaq. Okay, they got him in the game.
Well, he yelled. He yelled out to the guard. It's a clear out.
Emmanuel Davis from the corner, 3-pointer. He's got a 3, so Davis has 3 of the 7 from downtown for.
We're going right down inside.
Olajuwon, fall away. Basket counts in a foul, and Shaq has fouled out of the game. The Rockets could not have asked for more. Here's Bullard. They go low in to Hakeem against Sean Rooks. Loose ball.
Now you got to take the 3.
And here's the 3 by Barkley.
Yes!
At 5.7, Charles Barkley has tied it at 100. For Charles Barkley, hitting from downtown. He is 1 for 3 from beyond the stripe with 4.2 seconds showing on the clock. And the Lakers, with a timeout, now have 1 timeout remaining.
A big factor here is going to be, are they going to allow them to move the ball a half court, or are they going to stop?
27 for Olajuwon. Van Exel to Sabalas, who ties the score with a 3-pointer from the corner.
Green and roll.
Van Exel trying to spin around Davis. Davis fighting through the screen of Campbell. And Nick Van Exel with a 3 from downtown. We're in 4 possessions in this second session.
Now this is smart. Run some time here now.
Van Exel for 3. Big one for the Lakers. 27 points for Nick Van Exel and the Rockets.